Dear colleagues, it is an honor for us to present the results of our research at the conference. Thank you for your trust and cooperation. We would like to present to you our research on utilization of e-learning system for innovative methods implementation in humanities pedagogy. Why do we talk about utilization of e-learning system in humanities pedagogy? Not only because the proportion of distant learning in higher education grows. Education is becoming more and more digital in general, whether distant or classroom learning. Digital humanities have become one of the cutting-edge knowledge spheres nowadays. At the same time, universities prompt teachers to use implemented solutions, which brings us to the question of e-learning system utilization as a tool that is commonly used at Hayes for e-learning management. That is why scientists have started to pay attention to the above-mentioned issue recently. For example, the researches by Mauro Teixeira, Rafraf Shakil, Tapti Roy, Kumar Gautam Anand address implementation of digital humanities with the help of e-learning systems. In particular, limitation of e-learning system utilization to a storage place by many teachers is discussed. The experience of Borys Grinchenko Kyiv University shows that humanities teachers often see an e-learning system more as a restriction to their activities than a possibility to enrich their teaching approach. However, most innovative methods can be implemented by means of LMS. Our research focuses on capabilities of Moodle for implementation of collaboration, flipped classroom technology, peer assessment, and project-based learning using such activities as workshop, wiki, Google Meet for Moodle, as well as instruments and settings, embedded video, group submission. The e-learning system plays an important role in the educational process at Borys Grinchenko Kyiv University. This is proven by the survey results, which show that 80% of the respondents from 7 structural institutions of the university with humanities specialties constantly use the e-learning system. Still, frequently used activities are limited to assignments, lessons, and quizzes. The other activities are either underestimated or teachers are not familiar with them. That means that the system is not used as much as it could be, and some tasks may not be introduced to students under the conditions of distant learning, as they require different organization of the process and tools for implementation than usual. That is why the authors see mastering tools that allow increasing the level of innovative teaching methods implementation in electronic learning courses as a prospective and important direction of university teachers' digital competence development. This coincides with the teachers' need in training, as 63.5% of teachers marked the activity workshop as the one which requires additional training. In addition, the survey has shown that such innovative teaching methods as blended learning, project-based learning, formative assessment, etc. require more attention from the side of Moodle implementation capabilities. The same is applicable to communication and collaboration. Thus, the correspondent activities and settings are described in our paper. Communication and collaboration are important parts of the educational process for humanities in particular. Teaching with the accent on collaboration allows a teacher to shift the focus from teacher-centered work model to student-centered, where a teacher acts more like a facilitator than a lecturer. Such approach allows gaining knowledge not only from the lecturer, but also from the process of work with peers. Google Meet for Moodle makes it possible to arrange one-time sessions as well as regular online meetings. For example, if you have your lectures on Thursdays this semester, you can set it in the recurrence of the event date as it is shown on the slide. And both you and your students will have access to all lectures with the same resource. Moreover, if lectures are recorded, all links to the recordings will be saved in the resource and available for users. The activity workshop allows teachers to implement both flipped classroom method and peer-to-peer assessment. While arranging blended learning, a teacher can give materials for self-study, including video, text, graphic materials, links, etc. at the setup phase, and the other phases can be fulfilled during the lesson, in the classroom or remotely, under the teacher's supervision. During assessment phase, peer assessment can be implemented. Every student receives several submissions to check. Anonymity can be provided so that students were unbiased. The activity wiki allows creating group projects in the mode collaborative wiki, where each participant of the defined group can create and edit pages, add comments, files, and track history of changes. Wiki technology can be used for project activity support. For example, for writing library research papers, compilation of a bibliography for a topic, performing descriptive work, making instructions, discussions on the level of a group or specialty, comparative analysis of different authors' approaches to tasks or problems, system classification designed by the defined characteristics, defining criteria for events, phenomena, processes evaluation, project presentation, group work and teamwork for projects, etc. There are also settings in frequently used activities which can be helpful for innovative teaching methods implementation but are neglected. For example, most activities have options for embedding video, recording audio and video. The activity assignment has group submission settings which are useful for group work or project work arrangement. It can be said that one member of a group submits an assignment, and the whole group receives their notes automatically when a teacher checks the assignment. The role of e-learning systems is shifting from a place for data storage to a tool that can be used by teachers for a wide range of purposes. However, teachers require additional training for better usage of LMS Moodle capabilities. Such activities as workshop, wiki, assignment, Google Meet for Moodle have high potential for implementation of innovative teaching methods, especially under the conditions of distant learning, and they shouldn't be ignored in the process of postgraduate teachers' education. The research carried out in the framework of the article can be used as a basis for planning and designing further teacher training on utilization of the e-learning system activities and resources for innovative teaching methods implementation. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, we are ready to answer.